Hello. You may see what looks like a quite a bit of a mess, but don't worry about that. I want you to don't be alarmed. What you're seeing here is my going out hat. I wear it when I go out into public and such, and it provides me cover for my activities. Now, against much caution, I've decided to tell you some secrets that I think will illuminate you onto some tactics that I think you could also employ if you needed to crush your enemies, what have you. I'm not sure what your thing is, so I'd like to keep it open and aloof so you can fit other possibilities. Maybe there's a brunchin', some sort of gathering you'd like to attend where you just eat food and flabber your mouthy parts to some people that you like to call friendly. And although that's completely useless, spending of your time and efforts, I sympathize with you for being a weak and pathetically soft creature. So I won't be bothered by that. But should you wish to use these tactics, you could kill everyone there at the banquet in little time, using weapons that they'll provide for you. You will use your enemy to supply you with what you need. You don't think that you don't think so? You don't think I can take this United States issued weapon and then be using it to kill you, United States citizen? I assure you it is my plan. I don't issue my own orders. I don't have a Plague Doctor brand Bowie knife, although I'm thinking about it. I do drawings daily. It's spectacular. Once you defeat the enemy's spirit, your battle is pretty much won. But remember, there is no usefulness in capturing the spirit without containment. That's another topic. But what I want you to know is that all along this whole time, you've been buying weapons and chemicals and booby traps. You have been wasting precious resources because your enemies, who are all around you, you're an island, and your enemies are the ocean. They have been providing you sustenance that you have not made notice. And it is my goal that not only do you make notice of that which you have been unaware, but that you also make use, that your enemies will supply you with everything you need to do them in. This isn't philosophical topic. This is hardcore manual. Get it done. What I mean is, your enemy who is not aware of the situation of untenuousness that you feel expressing towards them, because you are wearing the mask. The mask will always protect your face from looking like it's about to get sick before you puke on the floor at the sight of this skittering maggot who dares to talk to you with their face looking at you with their eyes all. This is a defiant act. In the animal kingdom, the animals have, well, they have a better refined form of discipline and respect. They won't look into the eyes of the enemy because that is a challenging threat which must be met immediately, usually by pouncing on the back of the body if you're a large cat, or jumping at the neck to get a full grip, possibly crushing the ability to draw in wind from windpipe. There are so many ways that you can do in your enemies before they are even aware of their status as enemy. Prime example. You go to a restaurant. What's going to happen? For you, you might think, oh, I'm enjoying some wonderful leisure time, having a great meal with my beloved. I'm listening to easy listening music, some shit they would play on the fucking escalator, acting like it's all cool. But not to me. What I see is that first, immediately, upon the opening of this scene, where you think you're having a fantastic date night, I say you're being supplied immediately with the means to an end. What's the end? The end goal is to kill everyone in this arranged hall who's having their dinner. All of them. I want fucking murders out of this. I don't know what your fancy pants is doing. We get down to business wherever we are. We live who we are. We do not duplicitously pretend. We wish upon the enemy. All these people are mine enemies because their unawareness of the critical state, a battle that we're in for life. Now, for me, it's more serious. I had to dismarket and dismantle my program as soon as Trump began to look like he was going to win, because in a society that chooses not to kill its own people, I just don't understand it at all. I do one thing good, and if I'm not doing that, I am not even waking up. If I can't kill three people, I don't leave my house. Do you understand me? The enemy's numbers must suffer if I must move at all. First items you're brought. You are brought a tablecloth or a little napkin. You're supposed to put it your lower area while eating so your animal face doesn't drop food all over itself like a freaking pig you are. But contained within here is a nice fork, a spoon, one butter knife. These are weapons. These weapons you are going to use to not only take out your date, because I never liked that bitch anyway. So she's number one on the list. Maybe you should make it discreet, like both go to the restroom or something. Leave her ass there with her head inside the toilet, already dead, bleeding into it, so someone doesn't slip and fall on their own. You couldn't count that death. That wouldn't be a count to you. Sure, maybe you cut the throat that made the floor slick, but we're not playing those sort of games here. You're too late. You're Johnny too late. Now you're trying to turn the situation into a optimal, no. I don't play that shit. You've been sitting on the fence. You need to get on the field, son. Your brother's here. He's killing people like it ain't no thing. What's your problem? Are you a retard? Are you developmentally challenged? Should I call the short bus to just go ahead and take you to school? This first dinner date, this whatever you want to call her, disposed of. Let's say we went to the restroom. Now we're walking out. Don't worry about the blood on the floor. We're doing something else. Now, if you're going to kill every single person within this restaurant, you're going to have to be a little sly. You're going to have to be cool about it, or someone's going to throw a fit. Maybe one of them gets out the door. Then you lose. All of them must die. So I need you to focus. Now, you've already used one of your items. Let's say the butter knife. You could slit a throat with a butter knife. Don't play games. It's all in the application of the blade. So don't give me that bullshit. You don't want to do it? Fine, hand it to me. I'll get it done. But now I'm looking at this fork. Now, the first thing we need to do is begin poisoning all the foods that'll be brought out. So anyone that's eating the food has an equal and a honest chance to choke on their poison and die. And then freak people out. Because nothing freaks people out more than a fucking convulsing man on the floor. Foaming at the mouth. Somebody says something about a biological agent. People really freak out then and try to run and escape. But see, what I need you to do is go to the doors, the emergency exits, and I need you to switch them into the locked position. You will see a little lever on the push bar. You'll find it, yes, touch it, get your hands dirty. Once you've locked them in, now you can take your time. There are plenty more utensils in the kitchen's back area, next to the bodies that you left when you poisoned the food, and feel free to take a full fucking mop. You can take the mop head off of that and sharpen it real quick. I'll wait. Meanwhile, here's a word from our sponsors. Oh, we don't have any sponsors yet. I'm sorry. I'm a fledgling corporation. I'm working on it. Trust me. It's happening. But we're very fledgling new. This channel is dedicated to killing enemies of all type. Not just big bad ones, but little bitty pesky ones too. Ones that like to call you and leave messages to press 1 and things that are not even possible except for the phone call. I don't want to talk to you at this time. I'm wrapped up in thought. I'm deep in my next invention, which, as you may guess, kills people. Yes, it does. Effectively and clean. The way I like it. People wondering how it happened. That's my favorite. People don't know how they're dead or how their loved one has just been evicted of life right before their eyes, and they weren't even smart enough to see it happen. This is my bread and butter. This is what I love more than anything in the world. So while people are fucking around and getting stupid during the holiday season, I'd like you to make an honest attempt to rain hell upon them. Because if you're not celebrating, what is your excuse for not killing? You're letting us down. Have a nice day.